Search HSN card at hsn.com.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back. This hour is called Household Helpers. So we got your laundry taken care of. We cleaned up your floors a little bit. We got some great solutions coming up in this hour to really get your house clean. And I'll tell you, and it's so funny because, and Lou doesn't know this yet, this is exactly what I bought last week. I bought it for a friend, girl cuts my hair, said she had a cockroach problem. She said, I've got a house, I have a person that comes and treats my house, I still see cockroaches. I said, you need to try these. I have them in my house. I don't see bugs anymore. My good friend Lou Caputo. This is, in my opinion, one of our best values on any of the collections that we do, because they're all, these are all the same. They all do the same job. They're all powerful, and you get an 8-pack. And what that means, and you basically just plug these in your wall. It's an instant solution to getting rid of the bugs in your house. Today it's $8 off at $36.95. In fact, it's a better price than when I bought it. It's 3 flex of $12.32. So why do you want this? Well, listen, and maybe you've already got an existing pest service. I do. But I will tell you, I still see cockroaches. You know why? Because my pest service has to come out when the problem is there.
Yeah.
They're fixing it after it's already broken. I've already got cockroaches. They're leaving their eggs. So what this does is it works from the inside out.
Right.
What it does is it sets up this barrier so that the mice and the rats and the ants and the spiders, worst thing for me, spiders, and the cockroaches don't even want to come in your house. Isn't that smarter than spraying a bunch of chemicals and trying to kill things that you're never going to get rid of on this planet? You think you're going to get rid of cockroaches? They were here when the dinosaurs were here. My friend Lou Caputo's here. So this 8-pack is a great, you know what I love too, and this is the last thing I'll say, because I know I haven't let you talk yet, but I get excited about this. What I love about it is they start working the second you plug them in.
Yeah, instantly.
There's no waiting, baiting, none of that stuff.
None of that, no. I like to say that this is the easiest, it's the cleanest, it's the most humane way.
The lazy man's way.
The lazy man's way, and that's why I'm selling it. The easiest way to get rid of pests from your home, because it uses sound. I mean, if you think about it, of all the things that we could use, sound has got to be the easiest thing to do. This is essentially a tiny little speaker, and what it does is it outputs an ultrasonic sound wave. So it's a sound wave at a frequency higher than you can hear. So you won't hear it, your kids won't hear it, your dogs and cats won't hear it, okay? But rats, mice, ants, roaches, and spiders, they hear it. Now, we don't know what it sounds like to them. It could be fingernails on a chalkboard or a siren, but it makes them leave. It's disorienting, it's annoying, so they leave the area where these are in. And to your point, Guy, there's nothing you ever have to do once you plug these in, except sit back, relax, and enjoy the fact that you don't have pests anymore.
They work when you're on vacation.
They do.
Because you ever notice?
Yeah.
If you leave for a week and you come back, there's like 3 or 4 dead cockroaches in the floor. They're almost like, they're gone. Let's go out.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Snack on all the poison that they set out for us.
Right.
And then they die in the middle of your carpet. It's the only time you see them blatantly out front, when you go away.
Right.
This works while you go away. This is like having solar lights that come on in your house when you're not there, right? But these work 24/7 around the clock. And as I said before, you know what's the solution I love about this is you're not harming the environment.
Nope.
You're not harming your pets. You're not harming your children. I mean, think about it too, and Lou will show you the different poisons that people use. And they do it with, listen, they do it because they're freaked out. And they're like, I gotta get rid of this. And you know, I don't wanna be a killer, but I gotta get rid of this. But a lot of problems with some of the ways that you bait and set traps is, guess what? Your job's not done.
Right, no, it's not done.
Right?
No, and see, this is the thing, because once you put out those traps, once you bait them and do all that, if you do kill something, somebody's got to get rid of the carcass that's left over, and if you can't find it, then you wind up with this horrible odor after just a short period of time. Now, if you look at what I've got in front of me, I always call this the table of death, because that's all this is, which is different ways to kill different things. So this is all stuff for ants, and if you look at this, there's a lot in here. Like, we spent quite a bit of money buying this, okay? But the problem with this stuff is, Guy, and as you know, as it wears off, they're just gonna come back.
Right.
You're gonna use more and more of this, and over time, you've got to spend more and more money buying this stuff. But the problem is that that's ant stuff. If I've got a roach problem, I gotta go out and spend even more money. So now I'm buying roach stuff because it's formulated differently. Same problems apply here. It wears off, they come back, you use lots of it, you've got to keep buying it. It's very expensive. If you have rats and mice, though, this is where it starts to get really crazy. Because with rats and mice, if you look at the green stuff, the most dangerous thing on this whole table is that right there. It's that green stuff.
It looks like spearmint.
It looks like spearmint. You know what it looks like? It looks like my dog's favorite little green chew toy.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, the ones that are good for
You know what
them.
I'm talking about? The ones that are good for them?
Yeah,
That's not good for them, okay?
No.
I don't want that around kids. I don't want it around my pets. And the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, if a rat or a mouse eats that, first of all, they're contaminated. So God forbid one of your pets gets into them, they're going to be contaminated too, meaning poisoned. But if they pass, they're usually going to pass someplace where you can't find them. They're going to die in a ceiling, a floor, somewhere like that. You're going to get the smell. With the Bell & Howell pest repellers, okay, one thing that, I don't know if you noticed this, there's nothing on this table for spiders.
Right.
These are effective against spiders and the ants and the roaches and the mice and the rats. All those things. And that's third-party independent laboratory testing. People always ask me, Guy, why did you only do, why can you only say these 5 things? Because the testing is crazy expensive. Bell & Howell went out and they picked the 5 things that most of us are going to have problems with and had it tested for those 5 things.
That spider.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and here's the thing. You know as well as I do, living in Florida, here in Wild Kingdom, some spiders are good spiders, some spiders are bad spiders. I can't tell the difference, and I don't want to.
They're on me, they're all bad, bro.
Right?
You know what? If they're under the covers, they're all bad.
Oh, that's bad.
And I can tell you that. But no, you're right. But these are the only things we test them for.
Right.
We don't, these are the only things that we make claims for, but let me tell you, I don't see any bugs in my house. That's all I'm telling you. And if I see one, it's usually a dead one because I still have I have external pest control.
Sure, outside.
So one may have eaten it and comes inside, but I don't care about that. I'd rather see a dead one. But I have stepped on live cockroaches in the middle of the night, and they come out at night. They come out in the dark because they know that's the time to come out. They don't need to see anything. They have those little things on their heads so they can find stuff. They're survivors. They've been around for millions and millions and millions of years, like I said, like dinosaurs, because they have the ability to survive. They're an exoskeleton type of creature, and they have this way to get rid of their eggs before they die, so their young survives. It's awful. I won't get into all that, but I'm telling you, this is the best way to be able to take advantage of that. And I've said this to Lou, because we have other products that we sell here and offer to you that work on bugs. That I always suggest a multi-pronged attack, the most you can do. That's why I haven't gotten rid of my pest service. I just know that when I had my pest service, I was still seeing cockroaches, especially when it rained. But here's what happens. This creates an unfriendly environment in your house.
It's unpleasant.
It'd be like, let me just put it like this. Let's say you went out with your buddies and you were out all night till 2 o'clock in the morning. And then you came home and there was a guy sitting inside your house with an air horn and just blasting it. You probably wouldn't go to bed that night. You'd probably go somewhere else, right?
That's pretty accurate.
That is pretty much what it feels like. It feels like an air horn to them, so they don't want to be there. And as I said to you before, I don't need to be a killer.
No, you don't need to be. Well, and here's the thing, too. Think about it this way, and you mentioned this earlier. All of this stuff, this is all reactive. That means you've already got a problem. There's already an infestation. This is proactive because it's constantly working on your behalf. It's always there, day and night, 24/7, whether you're home or not. It's working for you. And if you're a landlord, you need some of these in all your rental properties. If you own a second property and you're not there all the time, put this there. If you have RVs, if you have boats, this is for you. But at the end of the day, proactive, reactive. This is going to cost you a lot more money in the long run. And that's what I love about these is that they're always working for me. I'm not sitting there having to babysit them. If you look at this one that we've got in front of us, it's so innocuous. Like you would not even notice that that's plugged into a wall. The only way you know that it's working, quite frankly, is that little red LED right there. Every once in a while, you're going to see that flash, boom.
And by the way, and this does double duty because I've had more than one person say, is that part of your alarm system? They think because if somebody peeks in your windows and they see a blinking red light, they think it's an alarm. And I have an alarm system too, but I love that. I love that idea. Now, the only thing that we ask when you use these, don't put something in front of them. Like, don't put them up. Don't put a bed in front of them. Don't put a couch in front of them. They actually emit a sound, so the waves have to be projected around. So put it in an outlet that's open that you can see. That's why they made them look nice. Rather than make them all bulky and all that stuff. And let me tell you something. If I see this in somebody's house,
what does that tell you?
It's telling me maybe I should probably get a hotel.
Somebody's got a problem.
And listen, and hey, let me tell you, I ran restaurants for years, and there were times where we used this until I said to everybody, I'm like, listen, I am not going to go and start cleaning these things out of here. And the glue traps, which are torture devices. They're horrible. So I couldn't stand that part of it. And this technology wasn't around when I was in the restaurant business back in like the late 80s and 90s and all that stuff. It wasn't around. This is technology that comes and helps us so much. And to Lou's point, you don't have to do anything other than plug it in.
Nothing you have to do.
It works while you're away.
Yeah.
Especially while you're away. And I will tell you this, and I know, you know, you look and you think, oh, that guy probably has never had a rat problem. Yes, I've had a rat problem. And it's because when I bought my house, the attic was not sealed properly.
Sure.
And I had rats up in the attic. And the only way I found that out was because the AC guy was up there fixing the air conditioning.
That's what happened to me.
I said, is my AC? He goes, yeah, your AC is great. He goes, but you got a rat about that big living up there.
Yeah.
Lou, I almost died. I was like, really? I felt like, oh,
yeah, you feel dirty.
I had the whole thing sealed, and you know something? I have not had a rat. I don't see cockroaches, and best of all, spiders. Because when you've had a spider crawl across your head like I had one night,
never sleep.
You'll never sleep again. Anyway, 8-pack, in my opinion, it's the best deal. And here's all the, here's a crew that you won't be hanging out with anymore. Oh, by the way, one last thing. If you do own a gerbil,
or
do not
hamster.
put it in a room with a gerbil.
Right.
Because a gerbil is a rodent and of the rodent family.
Right.
So you don't want to do that. Keep it separate. Don't plug it in there. Lou, good job.
Thanks, Guy.
Good to see you, buddy.
You too, man.
All right, stick around. We got more great household helpers right after this.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm-to-skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one?
I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments
Without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom.
A fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding.
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
Without the stress of having to pay for it all at once.
And no interest.
Beat that layaway.
What a great couple of hours we've had so far today. You know, we've cleaned it up with laundry solutions in the first hour, and this is called Household Helpers. And I don't know anybody out there who maybe, let me ask you this. When you drink your water, does it have a funny smell? Does it look funny in the glass? If you're drinking regular tap water out of your sink and don't think anything's wrong with it, let me tell you, I had my water tested when I first came to Florida, and I was shocked at the condition of the water. Well, this is called Clean and Pure. This is an amazing system that you attach in a matter of seconds to your sink or faucet, and it is going to change the way you drink water. First of all, you drink more water because it's delicious, but it's going to get rid of the nasty chlorine, the odors, the bad taste, and so much more, utilizing multi-stage filtration. So, and it's easy. You order it, you get it, you put it on, and literally in 30 seconds, and you're drinking crystal clear water. It comes in black, it comes in white, and it comes in red. Everybody that orders gets this system. This is for 30,000 gallons. That's a long, long time before you have to worry about it. It's on 3 flex pays. It attaches easily to your faucet. We're also giving you the G30 extra water filter. Bob will talk about that in just a sec. It comes with a diverter, so you can turn it off when you want to wash your dishes. It is 50% off our price today. I'll say that one more time. 50% off. This is normally $59. Today it's only $29. If you want to steal a couple of these away, put one in your sink, put one in your kitchen sink, maybe put one in your bathroom sink, you can do it today. My good friend, legendary man, Bob Circosta.
Good morning, guys.
Bob, it's so good to see you.
Good morning, everybody.
You know, you and I always have a good time. We talk about this stuff, but you know, one of the most important things in our world is drinking fresh water.
No doubt.
We spend a fortune on bottled water.
That's right.
When we go away on vacation and things like that, we drink any water we can find. We try to stay away from water in certain places where we travel, countries we go in, because it's important. We realize it's about our good health and our family's health. This is a step in that direction.
Oh, no doubt about it. And you're so right. I mean, we all know we need to drink water.
Got it.
I mean, we know that drinking water is so vital to our health and our well-being. But Guy is right. I mean, when you turn that faucet on, turn that tap on, and the water comes out, we don't really know what's coming out of there, do we? I mean, if it smells bad, looks bad, tastes bad, we don't drink it, so we don't get the benefits. Well, we are solving all of those problems with this one unit right here. This is the Clean and Pure, and as Guy mentioned, longest running product here on HSN in many different versions. This is the latest in technology. Now, this water filter is unlike anything else on the market. This is the only water filter like this anywhere in the world, and you can only get it right here at HSN. But what makes it so special is that it's going to give you and your family 30,000 gallons of great tasting water. Now that's a lot of water, there's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, it's 30,000 of these. That's what you're getting in the Clean and Pure. And also you're getting over 200,000 of these bottles of water.
At $1 a piece.
At $1 a piece, so the value is there.
Yeah.
But the main thing about this guy is the fact that you never ever have to replace the filter. You never have to go back to the
Lifetime.
store for 30 years or more. Now here's a comparison. Very good water filter, okay, on the market. Every 100 gallons, that's about every month or so,
Hold on.
you've got to go back to the store.
That's 100 gallons. How many is this?
30,000 gallons.
This is $29. I would imagine that's not $29.
No. Well, I don't know what it is to initially buy, but then you have to keep spending money.
Well, they give you the
over and over
stapler,
again.
and they because they want to sell you the staples. We all know
That's
that.
it.
That's what it is. Okay.
But so I just want everyone to understand.
That's unbelievable.
You never have to replace a filter whatsoever. We're talking what, the year 2048.
So 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years.
See,
okay.
now that's a solution. All right. So what does it do though, Bob?
All
Tell
right,
me what it
most
does.
often asked question is, how do I hook it up? Do I need to
Right.
call somebody? Nope, no tools needed whatsoever. It's so simple to hook up. You simply unscrew the existing part of your faucet and you screw on the Clean and Pure. That's it. You don't need any tools. You don't have to call anybody. It's completely portable, so you can take it with you if you want. Now, for demonstration purposes, I colored the water green here to kind of represent all that bad stuff. The chlorine, the bad odor, the bad taste, everything that stops us from drinking water. There's a little diverter switch, as Guy mentioned, right on this side. So you can flip it, and when you do that, this bad water is going to go through 5 stages, not 3, but 5 stages of filtration. And Guy, if you'd be kind enough to hold the glass
same water.
under the clean. Oh, this is the same water, right? Are you all set? No tricks. You're going to see both of them in one shot. There we go. I'm going to flip the diverter. Watch what happens. The green water, the bad water, goes through 5 stages, and look at it coming out clean and pure. Look at
the difference.
For 30 years. 30 years, you're going to have great tasting water. And the bottom line, of course, is the taste of the water. Clean and pure.
You know what I always say? When water is great, it tastes like nothing.
Exactly.
It shouldn't have a taste.
Exactly.
It should be quenching, and it should taste like nothing. It's like when you breathe fresh air. I don't need to smell. I want to smell clean, fresh air. That's what that is. That's you know what's amazing? There's no aftertaste whatsoever. It is. It's a very clean finish. There's none of that saltiness. Not only that, have you ever done this? Have you ever taken a glass of water, right? And you're just sitting there and you're not thinking. You bring it up to your face, and you're like, rotten eggs, man. What's that? Because that's sulfur, and that can come from the pipes. It can come from a variety of things. If you live in an older area, like we live in Florida here, and they just last year, I live over in Paso Grill. They just did all the new pipes. They did the sewer pipes, they did the reclaimed water, and they did the regular water supply. You should have seen the inside of the pipes. You should have seen what was coming out of the ground. And I'm like, come on over. I'm like, Bob, I was drinking that water for like 5 years before they changed it.
Exactly. And that's why nowadays we're all considering water filters more than ever before. But if you're considering a water filter, ask yourself this question. Am I ever going to have to replace the filter? If the answer is yes, get ready to end up spending a lot of money month after month after month. This is going to last you 30 years, never have to replace the filter. How can something like this last 30 years? Well, the secret and the magic happens to be on the inside of the filter, and I'm going to take you all on the inside of the filter. I'm going to show you something no bottled water company will ever show you, and that's how they filter their water. They don't have to divulge that. Okay? Here's the Clean and Pure. I cut it in half so we could all go inside. The water comes from the bottom and hits that initial micron layer. Then that gold area, that's KDF, a special electrochemical process, another micron pad, and then look at all of the carbon right here. This is recycled coconut shell, by the way, so it's safe for the environment, but this ionizes the water. It's all NSF certified, National Sanitary Foundation. So, and then there's another micron pad tucked at the very, very top. Now, you see the beaker? The pink in the water means there's chlorine in that water. We know. We took it from the tap here, and we put a pool testing kit to it. It turned pink, so we know for a fact there is chlorine in that water. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just one of those layers. Remember that gold area? you, that KDF, just one of the filtration layers. Look what happens when it hits the chlorine. The chlorine's gone. Look at the comparison that we're talking. I have to do it again. It happens so quickly. But what this means for you and your family is for the next 30 years, you never, ever have to worry about the chlorine, the bad taste, the bad odor. It is water that you want to drink. But as you mentioned, Guy, we are adding, and we're giving everybody absolutely free as a bonus, the enhancer. This enhancer is going to eliminate over 99% of the lead, the cryptosporidium, the toxoplasma, the giardia, the cysts. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So we're adding that to this today, so you are going to get that as a bonus. What you're looking at right now is what an average family of 4 would drink over the course of 1 month. 405 8-ounce glasses of water. At the price that everybody's getting the Clean and Pure for right now, you are getting all that water for less than 5 cents.
For every glass. I thought you were going to say per glass.
No,
for
no,
every one of those
one
glasses.
5 cents.
And Bob, listen, people are going out and they're spending $1 or $2 or $3 on a bottled water because they want to drink fresh water. Why not invest in a container and bring your fresh water with you every day? Fill a gallon jug. Remember, you get 30,000 gallons of use out of this. You never have to replace anything. Hey, Paul, I know, put this together because I know this is a really good package deal. Do we have the sort of, if you tried to pick it up all separately thing that we can put up there? We're going to put that up because I know you're giving us the extra filter. We get everything that we need. So the retail value on this is well over $70.
It's crazy.
But you're getting it for $29.90. There you go. Thank you, my friend. So yeah, the extra, so the filter, it's the extra filter, that's $50. And $25 if you get the Paramax filter. All of that is included, yet today it's half price. It's 50% off. We have a lot of people buying more than one. Let me remind you that when you order, you have a choice of red, white, or black. You don't have to pay the whole price. You'll see the little payment plan will come up there at the bottom underneath $29.95. You pay $9.98 to get it home. This is the lowest price I've ever seen it at, and boy, I'll tell you, one of the longest running products that we have had here, even in any category, let alone the water cleaning category. But what I love about it, Bob, is it's an affordable solution, and it's almost a final solution, if you will.
Oh yeah, you don't have to worry
I've got
anymore.
30,000 gallons. You said that could last me up to 30 years.
30 years or more.
Of drinking water.
You never have to replace the filter. And you know, you talked about that extra, that Paramax. I call it an enhancer.
This is the Paramax.
This is the Paramax right here. So we're giving you this as part of the system here today. And by the way, if you already own a Clean and Pure, this will fit on the Clean and Pure that you already have.
It just pop right on top? Is that how it works?
Yeah. It's very, very simple. You'll see some adhesive strips on the bottom. So you want to make sure, because of water pressure, you want to make sure it's securely fastened. But here's all that you do. Let me just share with you what you need to do here. You take the top off like that. You take the strips off. And you secure it, but you got to make sure it's really secure on it because of water pressure. Once it's all secure and everything, you put that back in. Now, not only do you have this part, which you never have to replace, but the top of it is going to get rid of over 99% of the lead, the cryptosporidium, the cysts, the toxoplasma. If you happen to live in an area with well water, that's why we wanted to add this as part of the value here today for everybody. But once again, you can order just this piece if you want. So if you already have a Clean and Pure, you can order the Paramax enhancer. The filter is available all by itself.
You know what? It's also a big thing that you need to think about is where you live, as far as how old the neighborhood is. Unless you live in a brand new development, which some people still do, and you still need to have clean, fresh water because you're getting ordinary, maybe lake water, reservoir water. You don't know what it's been through, how it's been processed. You know, they put chlorine and stuff like that. But here's my point. If you live in an older neighborhood like I do, and the pipes have not been changed in 30 years, they said that the last time the pipes in Paso Grill were changed, it was 40 some odd years ago, 46 years ago.
Oh my.
So that's 50 years of pipes. It's about their lifespan, okay? But when they pulled them out, because of that time era, the pipes were made of lead, and they were decomposed, and the worst part was on the exterior. When you looked inside the Bob,
there we go.
There was rust and That's what it. Those are water pipes.
Yeah.
That could be your garden hose. Maybe you're washing your car, drinking, whatever. Remember, you can. This has a diverter, so you can turn it off when you have to wash dishes or when you're watering your plants or whatever, and you don't care if the water's filtered because the plants will deal with the minerals and they don't care what the water smells like. Right. But even if you're making coffee, tea, lemonade,
ice cubes.
Ice cubes.
Yeah, I mean, the list goes on. Water works its way into our everyday diet. It's amazing. We all know we need to drink it. Why are we willing to spend all that money on bottled water? I mean, why? Because we know that drinking water is very, very important to our good health. I mean, we always hear, drink more water, drink more water. If you're tired of spending all that money on bottled water, if you're tired of lugging those bottles of water around, if you're tired of going to the store every month and replacing that filter, here is an answer for you right here in the Clean and Pure. As Guy pointed out, the price has never been better than this, and you're getting that extra filter as well.
What are you spending on bottled water every month if you do that?
Easily,
all right, and let me tell you something. You know, when I would go on a trip, Bob, and I still do it when I'm on a trip because you know I love having purified water at the house. But when I go on a trip, you know, I will sit there, especially if you're driving somewhere. We'll buy a case of water.
Oh yeah.
Right, or when we get to a place, you know, you get a case of water.
That's right.
Listen, you can do this yourself. If you're bringing fresh water to work every day, or maybe you're making smoothies and you're putting ice in them. Are you drinking the ice out of the fridge? Do you really think that filter they give you in the refrigerator is comparable to this? No way.
No way. No way.
This filter has multi-filtration. We're bumping it up with the Paramax filter in addition. And what it's going to do for you is, first of all, let me just tell you this. The two of the most important things that you can put in your body is air and water. Okay, I'll say air is number one. And I think you have to agree with me on that. Hey, you can live without water for 3 days, but you can't live without air for more than 3 minutes. That's the rule, okay? So, and you're lucky if you get that far. But water is important. It purifies and cleanses your interior of your body, your organs, all that. Well, what do they tell you every time? Drink more water. You need to drink more water. Your skin, you need to drink more water.
That's the #1 beauty secret. And have you ever heard a doctor say, don't drink water?
Yeah, you know what your problem is? You're just drinking too much water. You need to dry up a little bit.
We have to stay hydrated, and the quickest way to do that is by drinking water. And this is water that you love to drink. I was holding this up a moment ago. There's so many lights here in the studio, obviously.
Right, here's the difference.
That the smallest particulates you're going to see them floating around. You can't see anything floating around in this glass whatsoever. It's water that you want to drink, and you have our 30-day customer satisfaction guarantee.
Drink it, try it.
Try it, and if it's not the best tasting cup of coffee or lemonade or iced tea or whatever that you've ever had, you send it back. We know that you're going to love it. Why do I say that with so much confidence? Because I've heard from so many people over the past 30, 35 years about this particular product. It works. Once again, if you're tired of spending all that money on bottled water, you don't have to do it anymore. If you're tired of replacing the filters, you don't have to do that anymore. You are getting 30,000 of these. That's the equivalent.
For $29.
Yeah, you're getting 30,000 of these for that price.
Let me tell you again, you have your choice of red or white or black, and we're getting some questions as to how to attach it. Well, if you come really close to my hand right here, I will show you. Everybody that has a faucet, there's a little clamp on the bottom of the faucet where water pours out, and it looks like this. It's exactly like that. You take that one off, put it down, and you put that one on, and you turn that like that, and that will be tight. And that's all you need to do. On the back of it, this is the little diverter. So you decide whether you want fresh, clean water to drink, or if you want to wash the dishes. That's how simple it is. I might have done that backwards. But anyway, that closes it off. That opens it up. So close it off to wash your dishes or to water your plants. And what that does, too, is it extends the life of the filter. And plus, you're getting 30,000 gallons here. I don't need to be watering my plants with purified water. The plants don't care. They love all the minerals, and they don't care if it smells bad. They're like just, they take rainwater with acid rain and all that other stuff. That's another thing we should talk about. Pollutants that land in lakes and rivers and reservoirs. You have a way to be able to remove that, especially when you use the two filters together.
Exactly. No doubt about it. And we're giving you that extra filter as a bonus. I mean, you don't have to use it if you want to. That's great, but you don't have have to. We're giving you that today. But you're right, Guy. I mean, we need to drink the water. And why go out and spend all that money on bottled water? You don't need to. Oh, back to the installation. And Guy is so right. This is so simple to do. You don't need any tools whatsoever. No. So if you're wondering, am I going to be able to install this? No doubt about it. In addition to that, it's completely portable. So it's just as easy to uninstall if you happen to move. I have lots of folks that take this on vacation with them, and they use it in the hotel and everything. So it is really, it's an item that the entire family can benefit from year after year after year. 30 years.
Since they're half price,
yes.
Get one for your house. Bring one to work.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Let me tell you, if somebody installed one of these here, you know, at our office, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Because let me tell you this, it's funny, the water in some of the water fountains, even on campus, has a funny taste, and it's like because it has to go through that machine. Right. So, and you know, it's just we're trying to provide water for everybody, but this is an option where you can enjoy the water, and the scent, the crummy scents will go away. Get it while you can. You know, my producer Paul reminded me, and it's true. Even like I have a water filter that's in my refrigerator. That's a 6-month filter. It costs $50 to replace that thing every 6 months. This is $29.95. For up to 30 years. You never replace the filter. I like that because it's like we also offer smoke alarms that are 10-year. You never have to replace the battery because nobody thinks about it. You're drinking water out of a 3-year-old filter. It's not doing its job anymore.
And here's the water filter for the refrigerator that we're talking about right here.
$50.
You don't need to replace anything on this. That's what makes it the only water filter of its kind anywhere in the world.
All right, you are sticking around, my friend, because you're offering something I've never seen anywhere else. Yes. You know, we offer kind of fun and cool different shower heads that you can plug into your shower, and you've seen them out store. I have never seen a shower head in my time that also has a built-in filtration system. So now I'm showering in cleaner water than I ever was before. Anyway, should we run over there, Bob?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Bob, like I said, you know, normally we don't purify our water. You know, a lot of times, like when I was in Arizona, Bob, we had, we had a water softener.
Yes.
Right? And that was because of the minerals in the water made people's hair look funky and all that stuff.
Right.
This has filtration technology built into the actual shower head itself.
Exactly. And here's how this all came about. Because of the water filter, and our scientists came up with a way in the water filter to remove the chlorine. We've already been talking about that. And then one day we thought, wait a minute. If we're talking about, we don't want to drink water with chlorine in it, why do we want to shower with water with chlorine in it? If you're getting out of the shower and your skin feels tight, it feels taut, if the hair is really, brittle and everything, that's because of the chlorine. The chlorine is robbing you of the moisture. So we've come up with a way in the shower filter to put a KDF, which is that special electrochemical process that removes the chlorine. The cartridge goes right inside, and here is the shower head right here. Just like this. And you have two choices. Guy will be telling you about that in just a moment. But the pressure is terrific. Oh, by the way, if you happen to color your hair or anything like that, the chlorine's robbing that color, all right? The chlorine that's what's causing the problem. We are now solving that problem in your shower. Once again, we don't want to drink water with chlorine in it, but we give very little thought to showering water, in water with chlorine in it. But now we're solving that problem as well. And there are two choices that we have for everybody here today too, Guy.
Yeah, and let me show you everybody. You can get the classic, which is just the what we would call the shower mount, which just plugs right into your shower. Or if you would like, we have a handheld version as well. A lot of people love the handheld version because it does both, but they also like it. I love that because I can also wash off the shower with this. I really love the handheld. Sure. But the handheld is a little more expensive. It's $39.95, but it's on FlexPay for $13.32. Wow. If you want to get the wall mount, that's 3 flex of $9.98. I have something I'm going to tell you that's very important when purchasing this. Like I said before, I've never seen one that has the built-in filtration into the unit itself, and it's good for 10,000 gallons. It's going to last you a long time. But the other thing is, this is not one of those low-intensity, save water type of things. It's not like, this is a real shower head that gives you. The reason I say that, I have a Rinnai water heater, and it does not work with low-volume shower heads because it doesn't sense the power. You never get hot water. It's cold.
I spent $800 with a plumber a month ago to find that out. He goes,
oh my.
He goes, you got one of those water-saving things in there. Renai doesn't recognize the pressure, so it's not putting hot water through.
Aha.
So if you have one of those tankless water systems, this will work.
Oh, yeah.
But I also think, hey, listen, there are ways I can save water all over my house. I don't want to have to take a 3-hour shower because I don't have good water pressure.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I want to get in and out of there.
The water pressure, you do not have to worry about it whatsoever with these shower heads. In fact, this is a customer pick, and so many reviews have referred to the increased pressure that you're going to get.
That's a lot of water.
I love
awesome.
a really strong pressure shower head, and that's what this is going to give you. Let me show you something on the unit right over here when it comes to the water pressure. Right on the inside, you'll see a water flow regulator. You see that little white thing right on the inside? You can take that out. So if you want even more pressure in your water, take that out, and it's going to increase the water pressure that you happen to have, all right? So it's a little, water flow regulator. We don't talk about it a lot, but I think it's very, very important to know that, because if you like a good pressure on the shower head, this is going to give it to you. You have 5 different settings. By the way, this shower head is also NSF certified, which is unheard of when it comes to a shower head. Let me show you the chlorine once again so you'll know what we're talking about. We put the KDF, we just got finished talking about it with the water filter. We put the same KDF in the shower head. Here is water that we know has chlorine in it. We're taking the KDF, watch what happens when it goes in and hits the chlorine, that chlorine is gone. So this means you're going to come out of the shower now and your skin's going to be soft. Your hair is going to be soft and manageable. And you don't have to lather on a lot of moisturizer when you come out of the shower after taking a shower in the shower head.
Hey, and let's talk about some other things, especially you ladies out there who maybe have treated hair.
Yeah, they call it hair.
The last thing you want to put in your treated hair is a bunch of chlorine, ladies. Right. You know that, right? Because it washes it out. So you're going to get rid of that. My producer Paul just said he has to clean the mess that it makes inside his shower doors from the chlorine and all the minerals and all that stuff that builds up. Not only that, like I said, we spent a lot of money in certain states of this country for water softeners to try to control what comes out of our water, because we say it makes my hair stands on end. I can't take care. My hair's a mess. The water must be loaded with funk. This is the way to do it. This gives you an idea of the pressure.
Oh, so it's how many different modes does it have?
You have 5 different settings. Right. 5 different settings on this, so you can adjust it to what you want, what you need, the massage, the light, the bubbles effect. You have that stronger effect with the water pressure. So you have 5 different settings, but your choice of the wall mount, or you can get the handheld. And Guy's right. A lot of folks like that handheld because when you're finished with the shower, you can now use it to, wash off all the residue on the shower wall and stuff like that. But you're going to have less residue because the chlorine's not in there.
I did the handheld. I just think it's, for cleaning out a shower, it's great as well. But it's totally up. I know a lot of ladies who like to shave their legs, like to have the handheld. It's a little bit easier if they're sitting in the shower or whatever. So we have those available for you. It's $29.95 is the wall mount, and then it's a little bit more. It's $10 more. It's got all the other attachments to go along with it for the handheld mount. But again, built-in filtration into the shower head itself means the water that comes out that is going to be filtered out. A lot of the contaminants, the smells, the things that make your hair funky. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. When let me just tell you, I lived in Arizona, and you cannot live in Arizona without having a water softener, because basically you have clay. And that's what they have out there, and they have all kinds of minerals. The same reason why Arizona is one of the gem states, because it has this crazy ground stuff where that different layers, is the same reason you have a lot of the minerals in the ground out there. And if they're not purified out, or you may have well water, things like that, this is going to help with that.
Right, no question about it. And this installs like any other shower head.
2 seconds.
But that's when the equality stops right there. Then this takes over, and this creates a shower head on a whole new level that you've never had before. Let me open it up once again for everybody so you can see the cartridge. Okay, you just screw it open. There's the KDF that happens to be right on the inside.
I think that is so neat.
Right there. Now this is going to last you 10,000 gallons. 10,000 gallons,
That's
folks.
a lot. That's a lot of
that's
showers.
a lot.
Yeah, that's
no
a lot.
question about it. But you can replace this every once in a while, you know, and you'll find the pressure will start to decrease. That's when you need to replace it.
Yeah, you'll
but
know
this
it's
has
full
the
of the
KDF.
gunk that's not in your hair or on your body.
Oh, sure.
It all gets trapped in there. Hey, by the way, to install this, again, if you've never installed a shower head before, all the instructions are inside. And essentially, here's what you do. Go to your existing shower head, turn it to the left until it comes off. There's a little, there's a sealed waterproof tape that comes with your new shower head. You put a little piece of tape on the threads, and you screw the new one on.
Right.
Done.
It's so simple, so easy.
Yeah.
But once again, on the water filter, we just got finished talking about the importance of taking the chlorine out of the drinking water. We are now talking about taking the chlorine out of the water that we shower in. It just makes sense. And now the opportunity is yours to be able to get your choice, whichever one you want.
All right, I got to get one of these. I didn't even know they made those before. I'm like, I need one of these. All right, guys, stick around. Bob, thank you so much.
Thanks, Guy. Always a pleasure.
Hey,
Thanks.
coming up, we got an incredible product to round out our block from Karcher. Great way to clean your floors. Stick around.
The Sheryl Crow collection. It's everything that I love. It's very vintage inspired. Great jeans, incredible boots. It has a rock and roll twist. One of the things I love about it is that I'm able to empower women with some of my lyrics inside the clothing. Statements that are in my music that still, when I sing them, empower me. The Sheryl Crow woman is the woman that takes on life and says, I can do anything that I want to do and still be feminine.
Welcome back, everybody. We saved something really special for the end of our 2-hour block here, and it comes to us from a company called Karcher. You've probably seen our Karcher pressure washers. The things are amazing. These guys are responsible for cleaning national monuments. The number one name when it comes to cleaning here, it's called Karcher, and we've got a showstopper you will not believe. Here it comes. Number one name in cleaning, and I am telling you, if you have a tile floor, if you have a vinyl floor, if you have stone floors, if you have wood floors, you need to take a look at this machine. I've never seen anything like it. It comes to us from Karcher. It's called the FC5. This is a wet, dry, vacuum floor cleaner, superior performance. It not only washes and vacuums and cleans and polishes all in one, but it's scaled down. It's not that big, bulky machine that you see out there that takes forever. This thing you're going to absolutely love. You're going to get to meet Yvette in just a sec. Where are we? We're going to come on over here. Let me tell you what you're going to get with this. So you're going to get the FC5. This is the wet, dry vac. This thing only weighs 10.8 pounds. It's amazing. It has a powered brush on the front and powered mop head that actually propels it. So you actually just have to guide it, and it goes all by itself. It's amazing. You're going to get 4 sample detergents to be able to put in, because you've got 2 separate tanks in here. One is for your clean water, and then the other one is for the nasty water afterwards. It is super powered, no bulk, nothing to wring out. As I said, it weighs just a little over 10 pounds, and I am telling you, if you have a hard surface floor and it gets messy, and I'm talking about that kitchen floor, I'm talking about that bathroom floor, those hardwood floors, you need to pick the right tool to do it. And Yvette Lopez is here to tell us about it. And Karcher is a name and a company that's legendary here. When we have a Karcher Today's Special, once in a while have a Today's Special as a pressure washer, sells out every single time.
Well, it's because they're one of the leaders when it comes, a world leader when it comes to cleaning technology. And they are actually the #1 U.S. commercial brand with floor care. I mean, that's huge. That's commercial. What they've done here is they are bringing their commercial technology power and quality to us here at home for a residential product. It's like having a commercial product, but yet with the ease of use. This thing is so easy to use, it's unbelievable.
Well, the machines they designed for industrial buildings are going to be, you know, 30, 40, 50 pounds, big, giant machines. Same technology, but now it's handheld
Exactly.
for you.
And what I did here, you saw me clean half that floor. But what I wanted to do is, what is a more typical mess? When you clean your floor, is it just like a clean, dirty? No, you have crumbs, maybe a spill. And what are you gonna have to do? You're gonna have to go get your broom, right? Let me sweep this up first. Let me get a paper towel. There's one step. So you're sweeping your whole floor. You're doing all of that, then you mop. Not anymore. This is what Karcher is doing. This goes on, right?
Yeah.
You are now, this is like a wet and dry vac. Take a look at that. You're cleaning, but at the same time, you're picking up your dry mess. You're picking up your wet mess. And then you are still, all in one step, getting the most beautiful shine, streak-free, clean on your floor that you have ever seen. And I want to show you what makes that possible. So we've talked about Karcher, we've talked about their quality, all right? Let's take a look. I know we have a little animation, but I want to show you live in person as well. What's going on here is you have 2 rollers. These rollers are rotating at 500 RPMs per minute. Watch, here it goes. You see that?
Yeah.
That is what's happening. They have a patented 2-in-1 cleaning technology. So the microfiber, we know that microfiber, it picks up dirt. You're picking up dry debris. Here it is. Dry and wet debris. It's taking that. It is suctioning it up. Then it is excreting it out in the back in a tank. This is a 2-tank system. All your dirty water, all your gross, nasty stuff is being thrown back here. All right, take a look.
So it basically it wrings itself out perpetually.
Constantly, every single time. Your clean water tank is right here. You're gonna put in your water, you're gonna put in, you get 4 sample detergents today with Karcher. Use theirs or use your own. You fill this up. This is going out. You just saw it's on a regular basis. It is taking that dirty gunk and dumping it back there. So I have to tell you guys, I've been in the same house for 21 years. I have never seen my floors this clean. And again, here's a dirty floor, but you know what? Let's say this is my kitchen. My husband likes to cook. He's a great cook, by the way, but normally he's a little bit of a mess. So you see spices,
I
right?
Cook anything, but
and
he's
like, dude, he thinks he's in a cooking show, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe he spills his wine.
Some wine.
Or you know what? Maybe I spill my wine while I'm watching him.
Yes.
But guess what? It's not a problem. I don't have to mop that up. I don't have to do anything. All I do is take my Karcher and I can clean that mess all at the same time. It's one step. I'm picking up the spices. I'm picking up the liquid. I'm picking up whatever is down there. Now, I have to tell you, this cleaner had me at 500 RPMs because honestly, another cleaner, I don't care what you have at home. I don't care if you have the spinning thing, the vibrating thing, or just your arm. You can't go 500 revolutions per minute. It's like having a commercial buffer at home.
It's the difference between going to an industrial car wash or trying to wash your car with your hand, right?
Exactly.
You're never gonna get that kind of spinning action. You're never gonna get that same sort of clean. This really gets the floors clean. But not only that, in addition to being a wet vac, dry vac, so if you spill something, you can suck it up, it's also a floor polisher. Because remember, normally when you use a mop bucket or whatever, you know, the waters, they're kind of dirty and you try to rinse it out and then you put it back on there. This is constantly adding cleanser to the actual rolls, and then on the other side of it, it is actually squeegeeing that dirt and debris off, and then it goes into the tank
back here
where you dump it out later, and we'll show you all that. Hey, listen, I know it's this is a little more expensive than a lot of your basic floor cleaners out there, but it's Karcher. We have it on sale today at $249. You're gonna have this thing forever, and it's basically what I love too is that it's also great for seniors out there because having that 500 RPMs, it actually propels itself. All you need to do is guide it. When you pull it back, it almost rides the surface of the floor.
Watch.
It's really
look at
cool.
that.
Yeah, look.
I'm not. It is.
Fingers.
And it just maneuvers so easily. And like Guy said, honestly, Ladies, I used to do this. I would be like, oh, I'm cleaning. Let me count that as my workout. It's not happening here.
No.
You're not doing any of the work.
You're not getting any
No,
work.
it's doing it for you.
About 10.5 pounds,
Yeah,
so it's
very, very
it's
light.
lighter than almost any vacuum. I don't know if we have a vacuum that's less than 11 pounds here. So it's lighter than that, and it does the work of both. This is not for your carpeting. This is for your hard floors, which most people have. The bulk of your floors are hard floors. I live here in Florida. When I lived in Arizona, had a couple of throw rugs, but most of my floors, and the hardest to clean, were kitchen floors and floors where you have kids. And by the way, if you own pets,
I'm gonna get to that.
I don't have many more, only because I have a small house in New Yard. But if you have pets and you have dogs or cats, you got to have this thing because in addition to cleaning up stains and dirt and grime on the floor, you're doing pet hair and things like that.
You are sweeping all the time,
you know what I love
all the
too?
time.
Because there's no brushes in here.
Nothing.
I don't have to worry about anything getting stuck in it.
You know what? There's a high quality microfiber roller, and what I want to tell you about that is your delicate wood floors are not going to get damaged, scratched, nothing. This is microfiber. It's soft. It's the revolutions per minute that's doing the work. And not only that, it regulates the water outlay. So that water is coming out like 85% less than just throwing a mop down there, so you're not gonna saturate their floors either. Right. So I wanna go over to this demo because what I wanted to do is things that really, real life situations. Now this is a big spot, but whoever cleans the floors at home, typical in the kitchen, right? You spill something, you really don't know you spill it until dirt gets on top of the sticky thing, and then you're cleaning and nothing irritates me more than going, my mop isn't getting this. I'm gonna have to get down, let me kind of pry it with my nail, or okay, let me try and
do you see how you're rubbing on
nothing.
There too.
Look at this. Look at this.
So that is almost dried on.
It's sticky mess. And here's what happens. Here's what kills me. Cleaning is all about momentum. When I'm cleaning, I'm going. If I have to stop and do that, it's killing my momentum. Now watch this again. Here are your 500 RPMs.
That's cool.
And now I have to go over a couple times, but let me tell you. Look at that. You saw that paper towel, I scrubbed on it. It didn't touch it. That is how it cuts through.
I don't know if you can see the shine on the floor.
Well, that's...
See, I have hardwood floors, by the way.
Look at that.
Yeah, you can see the shine right there. See how it's glowing there?
And it dries. It dries really quick.
Wet.
Exactly. It's supposed to dry in less than 2 minutes simply because you have a regulated outflow. You are not going to have to get down and pry that out. One step. This is what the technology is doing, this 2-in-1 patented technology. And you know what, if you have other cleaners at home, don't feel bad. The reason you're not being able to do this is they just don't have the power.
No,
you don't have something at home that can do this.
They don't, and Karcher specializes in that. What you gotta understand is Karcher, it's German engineering. These guys are incredible at creating one-of-a-kind products. By the way, you're not getting a 1-year warranty, you're not getting a 2-year warranty. We're doing a 3-year warranty on this product, and there's a reason why they do the monuments all over this country. They clean them. I mean, you got to realize, you get
Mount
that kind of a job.
Statue of Liberty,
Statue of Liberty,
Space Needle,
Karcher
all of
does those cleaning jobs. So what they did is they said, listen, we know the country loves us as a whole.
Of course.
Why not get to all the individuals and get them a machine? And like I said before, hey, listen, I know $249 seems like a big price, but you're going to use this all the time. It's lightweight enough so that you'll use it on a weekly basis. The price is only $49.99 if you want to put it on your credit card. So take advantage of that. Less than $50. The shipping and handling is free. This is brand new. I've never seen this before, and I will tell you.
Yeah, I haven't either. Nothing like this.
Though. So
yes.
Do I have to? If I have to maintain this or clean it, is there anything I need to do?
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm going to show. But can you just watch me pick this up real quick, please? Watch it, because this, to me. You know what? I have pets. Look at those scuff marks. You know how hard it is to go down there and get those? That is a tough thing to do. So here it is. You go down there. Let me get this. Let me get that. Let me get more of that in there. Yeah. Let me just get that. Okay. What it does, again, it is picking up. The microfibers get in there. They pick it up. Then it goes through the 2-in-1 system. It excretes everything in the back. You're getting fresh water. Yeah. You're getting everything fresh. Your dirty water. In fact, where's that nasty bucket that I wanted to show you? If you're still doing this, Okay, shame on you, because what's going on there is you're just spreading. Thank you.
Again, there you go.
You never have to touch that. All you're doing is spreading. I think they do, and you're just spreading germs around. If your grout is dirty, it's because that dirty water is getting in there, and if the water's not dirty, it's because what? You've dumped it several times while you're cleaning. This is one step. I told you. My floors, I've been in the same house for 21 years. I have travertine, I have delicate wood floors, I have high quality laminate. I have never seen my floors shine like this before. This demo here is one I want to do because this one is something that at home, my travertine kind of has a design in it on purpose because I didn't want to see when it was all dirty.
My kitchen floor, you cannot tell that it's dirty unless you see it with the light on it, and then you see all the film that's on it and that kind of stuff.
Take a look here for a second. I want you to look at these rollers. See how these are fresh rollers, nice and clean. This floor doesn't look so dirty, right?
Right.
Let's see. Let's see if this is dirty or not. And I did this at home in a spot on my travertine, and I was almost embarrassed because I was like, oh my gosh, I actually thought that, let me take a look down here. Let's look at the rollers now.
Yeah, wow.
Huh. Look at the difference.
That's just scuffy, dirty stuff. Pets walking on your floors.
You might go home and you might hit your floor with this, and in a place that you think it's clean, it's probably dirty. Why? Because you've never had a tool, you've never had a floor cleaner that can penetrate dirt like this one. Now, you asked about cleaning, right? Now, because this is a self-cleaning unit, you're not gonna have to go through and clean these all the time, but when you want to clean these, maybe after you've cleaned your whole house, pop these off. Guy, these go right in the washing machine.
Really?
Right in the washing machine.
That was my question for them.
Totally.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then they come out looking like this.
And you can do that over and over again.
Over and over. These are high quality microfiber rollers, so you can clean them once you're done.
They slide. Look at how they slide on.
Color coded, by the way, so if you mess up like me, take a look. Green, green, blue, blue.
You slide them on and they clip right on.
You slide them right in and then lock them in place backwards.
Gosh.
And you're ready to go. That's it.
This is a home version of how they professionally clean floors. If you've ever seen, like when I watch them clean the floors here, they have a machine and they're the same. They're rollers. They're flat rollers.
Right.
And it's not the machine that you notice how it's really easy to slide around. That's from the rolling or the spinning action. In our case, it's rolling. That's why this machine slides around effortlessly as well, because it's basically on rollers. It's almost like on casters, right? But those are covered in that microfiber, so they clean everything up. When you use it, you add a little of the cleaner, and we're going to give you 4 bottles of the cleaner to the hot water and the cleaning solution, and then you simply plug it in. The separate tanks, so the dirty water will go into what we'll call this sort of the skank tank.
That's a good
call that.
And it's never going to touch it. It is never going to see your floor ever again. And we talked earlier, and I was laughing because my girls are older now, but I remember when they were younger. Boy, if I had this when they would eat on a high chair and everything would go over. I was laughing because I said, you know what? If the peanut butter and jelly sandwich goes on the floor, you have to pick up the sandwich, but leave the crumbs and leave the jelly. Leave the jelly. Because you know what? This is gonna get it. Wow. And there's that other mess that's still caked on there. This is gonna pick it right up for you. You're not gonna have to bend down, and you're not gonna have to try to mop up that mess. And it's gonna clean it for you.
And that was a gobby goop of jelly as well.
Where's this other thing too? And if you have one of these, okay, I don't know. What are you doing here? You know what? If you have a dusty floor, use this. If you have any type of mess, if you're cleaning your floor.
Well, you're not washing your floor with that thing, like you said before.
Yeah, it doesn't stand up
listen,
anyways.
I will admit, listen, this is for people that really want their floors very clean. If you're okay with just topically clean and not very clean, just not to get by, you can buy one of those other things. They're just little that's like when you're in a pinch. But if you really want to clean a floor and you don't want to have to go out and spend a fortune on, you know, somebody coming to your house and industrial cleaning your floors like they do in the banks and they do in the big buildings, all that, you can take that same technology and bring it home. Karcher's been doing this for a long time. That's why they're responsible for all the big monuments in this country. And that's, you know, if the government trusts them and the local municipalities trust them to clean those big, beautiful places, you can trust them to clean your floors. As I said before, whenever we do a Karcher pressure washer, people go crazy because they know the name, they know the quality, and they know you're going to spend a little bit more for Karcher, but it's one of those brands, one of those big top-of-the-line brands like Bose or any of those that we carry here. You know, you spend more, but you're getting the quality and you're getting something that really works.
It's so worth it because our floors are something that you clean. You clean all the time. It's an investment. You want to take care of them, but the fact that you can just do, first of all, they're going to look better than ever. They're going to look better than ever. But the fact that you can actually cut your cleaning time in half. In half. And when I get out there and I start cleaning, it's an investment in my time. I want to make sure my product is clean. I want to see a beautiful clean. I don't want it to be okay? With this, you're going to have the most beautiful floors. And I really, when you use it, you're going to be like, wow, I really wish I would have had this before. It is an investment that you will be happy that you made.
623-976. Take advantage of FlexPay and free shipping on a brand new item. Try it out for 30 days. If you don't love it, you can always send it back, but I think you're going to love it. Yvette, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love this cleaner.
Hey, I want to remind everybody available in the show. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but this is the Easy Zap 2-pack. This is our portable little bug zapper and lantern. So if you get those nasty little things flying around your deck, or maybe they're on your patio or whatever, you simply hang these up. They not only have a beautiful light so you can decorate with the light, but they have a little built-in ultraviolet little zapper as well. So you can zap the bugs and you can keep them there, and they're kind of unobtrusive. They almost look kind of decorative. They're really nice. You're gonna get a 2-pack of those and you can put them anywhere. They're ideal. If you're a camper, put them in the tent. I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than sleeping and having a mosquito buzzing by your head all night while you're trying to get a good night's sleep. Anyway, they're available for you. Hey, everybody, I got a couple of days off, but I'll see you Saturday for Saturday Morning Blend with Leslie. Here's the lovely Bobby Ray to take you on from here.